What if the most dangerous man in the supernatural world wasn't just born evil? What if the brutality was created by fear, betrayal, and one desperate need to never be abandoned? This is The Originals, the story of the first vampires, a family whose greatest strength was also their greatest weakness: family. Today, I'm breaking down where the originals came from, what the story was really about, why Klaus became so brutal, why Elijah was always cleaning up his brother's mess, and how this series created that cinematic supernatural world. And this brings us to, where did the originals come from? The Originals is a spin-off from The Vampire's Diary. The Mikaelson's family has already been introduced there, particularly Klaus, Elijah, and Rebekah. The audience became so interested in the dysfunctional ancient family that they eventually received their own series. The show takes the Mikaelsons to the New Orleans, where Klaus discovers that his former protege Marcel Garrard has built his own supernatural kingdom. So what was the story really about? On the surface, it's about vampires, witches, werewolves, and power. But underneath, it's really about family. The Mikaelsons has lived for centuries, but despite their power, they cannot escape their family problems. Klaus wants power because he's afraid of losing control. Elijah wants peace because he believes that the family can still be saved. Rebekah wants something surprisingly simple.
Why must you keep harping on about the baby? That child will never be born. In fact, Haley is probably dead already.
You will not walk away from this.
Let me go.
I will not!
Don't make me say it again.
I will not let go. I will never let go. Even if I have to spend eternity saving you from your own stubborn, petulant, vile self. If I have to beat you as father used to beat you to remind you of your own humanity. To care about anything.
Klaus wasn't just brutal because he enjoyed killing. His brutality came from fear and trauma. His father, Mikael, was abusive towards him. Klaus grew up believing that he wasn't truly accepted by the family. Then he discovered that he was a werewolf. Later, when he became a hybrid, his fear of being controlled became even stronger. So Klaus developed a philosophy. So if I control everyone around me, no one can control me. That's why betrayal affects him so deeply. If someone threatens Klaus, his first instinct isn't, how do we negotiate? It is, how do I eliminate the threat? And that's what makes him terrifying. He doesn't just fight his enemies, he tries to make sure they never become a threat again. And then there is Elijah.
I haven't cared about anything for centuries. Why on earth do you?
Well, because I failed you. Because the first time our father laid a hand on you, I should have struck him dead. And I made a promise to you. Always, forever. Family above all.
Elijah is almost the opposite. He's incredibly dangerous, but he's controlled. That's the interesting thing about him. Klaus can walk into a room and create chaos. Elijah can walk into same room, calmly fix his suit, look at everyone, and make sure you realize you are already in trouble. That's actually funny about Elijah. His entire character is built around one belief: always and forever. Elijah believes that the family can survive if they stay together. That's why he repeatedly protects Klaus, even when Klaus doesn't deserve it. And this creates one of the biggest emotional conflicts in the show. Elijah loves Klaus, but Klaus is also the person who caused him the most pain. And then we have Rebekah, the one who just wants to be a human, wants a simple life. She just doesn't want troubles. Don't forget Rebekah. She's important. She's important because she shows us another part of immortality.
Does anyone have any more questions? No? Good. Because I have a question. Haley, what were you doing in the bloody French Quarter in the first place? Answer me!
Leave her be. You want to know what I was doing? I was buying poison so I could put your little baby out of its misery.
Nick! 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 Your hands off her! She is pregnant, for God's sake! All of this bluster about not wanting the child, and then the second she tells you she's ready to get rid of it,
Imagine living for
okay
hundreds of
to
years
care.
and still wanting something as
It's
ordinary
okay to
as
want
love,
something.
family, children,
That's
and
all
normal
Elijah
life.
was trying to do,
That's
all he's
why
ever
Rebekah
wanted for you.
constantly clashes with Klaus. Klaus wants to protect her, but his protection becomes control, and that's one of the biggest lessons of their relationship. Sometimes someone can love you and still hurt you because they don't know how to let you be free. And this brings us to Marcel versus Klaus. Klaus helped raise Marcel, but Marcel eventually built his own kingdom in New Orleans. Now imagine this: the person who taught you how to become powerful eventually returns and wants his city back. That's not just a supernatural conflict, that's more like a father versus son.
I gave Elijah to Marcel.
What?
Marcel was nervous. Bad enough one original returned to town, but two, his crew was getting antsy. He wanted Elijah gone, so I gave him a peace offering.
You bartered our brother.
I have a plan. Gain Marcel's trust. Dismantle his empire. Honor Elijah's wish that that baby be born. I am executing that plan the only way I know how. If you don't like it, there's the door. See if I can.
And that's why their conflict feels personal. Of all places, why New Orleans? New Orleans was a brilliant choice because the city already has Gothic architecture, historic streets, nighttime atmosphere, old buildings, cemetery, supernatural folklore, distinctive culture. The location itself feels like a character. So when you're watching the show, you don't feel like you're simply watching vampires. You feel like you're entering an old supernatural kingdom. This brings us to, how was this show made to look cinematic? So right now you have to pay attention to the cameras. The show frequently uses wide establishing shots, close up during emotional moment, slow camera movement, tracking shots, dramatic low angles, controlled handheld movement during intense scenes. So right now, how was the lighting established? A lot of the supernatural atmosphere comes from a controlled lighting. Dark interiors, practical lights, backlighting, night exteriors, strong contrast. Notice how they don't simply light the actors. They light the environment around the actors. That's a very important filmmaking lesson. And that's why the originals was never a show just about the vampires. It was about family, about trauma, and about
The very thing you sought to take from me, the chance to raise our daughter. Your punishment fits your crime.
Your family was ruining her life.
My family saved her life while you were off playing hide and seek in the forest. Let me go, I'll kill her.
He'll kill you.
There's a very short list of people who've tried to take hope away from me, and you're the only one left breathing.
Are you that delusional, Klaus? You cursed all of us. Every wolf that I fought for, everyone that stood up for our daughter, you took all of them away from their families.
Yes, your precious pack. That family you chose over us, and in doing so, you chose over hope.
My parents left me. You're turning your backs on you. Look at us now, Klaus.
Niklaus!
She deserves something better than what we had. That's all I have ever wanted for her, something better. Fight back! Fight back!
what happens when people who have lived for centuries still can't escape the mistake they made 100 years ago. Because in the end, Klaus wasn't fighting everybody else. He was fighting the fear that one day everyone he loved would leave him.